Alright, everyone, welcome back to Bingothon Winter 2022. We're raising money for Fred Hutch, and if you want to donate, you can do so by using the links below the stream or by typing !donate in chat. And yeah, coming up now, we've got Yoku's Island Express, an invasion lockout by Xwing and haraladx. Take it away, guys.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Xwing.
And I'm haraladx. I hope you can hear me.
And on the bingo board, I'm gonna be red, and it's gonna be so stressful for us, I believe. So sorry for not catching the chat.
Yeah.
We are ready, I believe. So gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard about Invasion Bingo. Basically, it's a lockout bingo where we have to start at the border. And as soon as someone gets a single goal, the other one has to start on the other side of the bingo board. And we have to walk our ways from that side to the other one. Basically, I hope that explains enough. You're gonna know what we are gonna do as soon as someone gets goals. And Yoku is a fun little Metroidvania pinball platformer. Published by Team 17, which I heard is one of the sponsors of Bingothon. So it's really good that we are in here again.
Exactly. I'm trying to not mess up my start here. In the beginning, this is gonna decide who gets which side of the board, basically. And I'm trying to go for a certain goal.
It's gonna be so tough.
It's a difficult board, I think.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
That worked.
Hey! Same time as me.
What skip could it be?
Well, the only one that is in the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
The pause for snap is a bit finicky. You really have to hit that pixel and don't press any buttons anymore. So it happens that people miss it a few times.
Yeah, so usually you can't go past that eel, but if you do it just right, you can pass anyway. Oops.
It's a bit hard to commentate here if we are racing against each other. I just realized.
Yeah. I'm concentrating so much.
I believe once the sides are decided, it's a bit more free to talk. Ooh, that was actually pretty good.
Same, my sibling house is okay. So this is the end of the demo of the game. If anyone wants to play the demo.
Yeah, up until here, it's free to play. And there's more that we skipped.
Exactly.
Like, we skipped half of the demo, I would say.
Really trying to figure out what goal X-Wing is going for, but I'm not sure. There's two I have
it's...
in my head.
I have also some goals in my head. I just hope that you are not faster than me. Because we are both actually world record holder. And this part in the beginning is actually more common in the run that haraladx is the world record holder. So I'm a bit scared, but it should be fine, I hope.
I'm definitely the underdog today. So.
Because I missed the phosphor snap.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Wow,
I
then
missed
you were
one.
really fast, I guess, with everything else.
I'm a fast little beetle, yes.
Oh. Come on. This one's a bit tricky, at least for me. I don't know what's the correct way to do this, actually. I think X-Wing
That's so stupid.
might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Thing is, you have to do this wrong to get the goal. And I always struggle to not get it right. It's too easy. This shot is just too easy.
Who came up with this goal?
Yeah, I can't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess I'm too good. Come on, what?
Finally, you can go on.
Oh man, that's so bad, actually.
It must be so funny in the stream when
is-
we are both trying to hit that slot.
Okay, I definitely need to completely think about all of this, because the right side is a billion times worse than the left.
Yeah.
Like really, really bad. Okay, I definitely... this is bad. I feel like I already lost.
No, you can.
I mean...
do so much stuff.
No, not really. The column 5 is really bad. For me, at least. It's bad. I had like more than 5 tries to get that wrong, and I always got it right. It's so stupid. It's always the same struggle too. If I had gotten that would have...
Yeah, I struggled there as well.
better
It
chances.
took so long. That luck is so annoying to hit.
I should really practice being bad at that shot. You got so many free goals. Well, not free, but much easier. It's gonna be tricky. Trying to think about this and at the same time play, but I can't focus.
Yeah, it's really hard to focus. So if a host want to ask or talk something, feel free, I believe. Because we are not in the shape of talking much.
No worries. We'll let you concentrate for a little bit and just remind chat that we've got some pretty cool goals and bid wars and incentives coming up. Remember that we've got the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword coming up later this evening. That is a file name bid war right now, which is very close. We've got $50 towards Click Pause, and we've got $59 towards Shut Up Fi. So if you like either of those, or if you want your own recommendation, by all means, get those donations in. I'll say I'm partial to Shut Up Fi because that one's mine. But hey, you know, if you've ever played Skyward Sword, you know that she just keeps talking and tells you percentages and tells you the odds over and over and over and over again. So hey, you know. Anyway, we've also got Wind Waker Randomizer coming up later on. That is a battle for the skin model. Right now, Grandma is winning with $50, but you could make the player play as Minecraft Steve, Sans, or Shaggy with your donations. And then, because we've got Pokemon games coming up, we've got Pokemon Violet. There's a lot of incentives for that, right? We've got the trainer name. We've got the starter choice. We've got the starter name. There's lots of options open for that, so head on over to the donation tracker to check those out and get your money donated into Fred Hutch to make that happen. Also remember that every donation is going to get you entered into the raffle for our prizes. Well, I say every donation over $5, I should say. Because with a $5 donation, you can get entered for one of 3 different Bingothon mugs. We've got the festive one, we've got the neutral one, and we've got the winter one. You donate $25, you can get in for a zip-up hoodie. And for $30 or more, you can get in for the grand prize from Teen 17, which is, pretty much every game. Like, it's a huge collection of games. And we've also got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet available with a $30 minimum donation. So again, get on over to the tracker, exclamation donate in chat, and yeah, we'd love to continue to raise money for Fred Hutch. Back to you.
Finally, I want to scream right now. I want my warm-up run back. I had a warm-up run, and that was so much better. I'm really struggling right now.
You get this.
I don't know. I don't like that thing with the tower. Huh. This is gonna be tricky.
Mm-hmm. For me as well. Ah, so close.
Got a rough plan, but goals on the right are so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying to get mailboxes. Yeah, it's like garden doors were to be expected.
But now I really have to think what I do. Don't forget about this stuff here.
Okay, so usually we don't talk much about what we're doing because we don't want to give the other one hints. But actually, it's gonna be a little bit boring if I don't say anything about what I'm doing right now. So I'm trying to go up here and get the leash, so I can get the Sutling on a leash, which is an upgrade that will become very useful to me later.
The leash is actually a really good way, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have to get this, especially since I can use it for the Screech, probably. Trying to go for that. So the Screech is one of the bosses of the game. and one of the goals I have is to defeat the Screech. And it's in column 5, which is kind of bad for me because it's not an easy goal. But column 5 is really important for me. So I'm trying to find good ways to get goals in column 5.
So this is a common speedrun trick. I just use it to get this thing here and some extra fruit. Because it's a really easy goal on my side.
Oh, I messed up actually. That's bad. Okay, I guess it's not too bad, but it's kind of bad. Didn't think about this. I had too little money a second ago. That's what I messed up. Should have brought more money.
So I try to explain now a bit more of Invasion Bingo, since I have a goal in the second column. Means I can now get a goal in the third column and also a second goal in the second column because I have 2 in the first. You can only get as many goals in the next row or in the next column this time as you have in the previous one.
Okay, got another hijack done. I'm gonna go to the spot where I can get the upgrade right now. Also has the advantage that I can push 2 snowballs here, which is good for row 1, column 5. So 1.
I actually did not count my signs, so I don't know if I have that yet. That's why I choose to do this. Oh. I have to say column 2 is pretty hard.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah. What am I gonna do? Okay, I think I want to do this. Problem is that X-Wing's already invading my side
No, not really.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Gonna happen soon though. Problem is that column 5 doesn't have a lot of easy goals, actually. None of them really. And so I don't have access to column 4 yet. So you could steal some goals from me.
If I get there somehow.
Exactly.
Oh, come on. Good. And one more. Oh, this is an annoying spot, but I can get it.
There's so many easy goals in
In the middle.
the middle, especially column 4 isn't actually hard.
Yeah, once you get out of column 5, you are pretty good.
Please. Oh, please. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, those goals aren't too difficult. In column 4, but as I said, I don't have anything in column 5. It's gonna be a second until I have something. Oh, that's actually not cool.
How do I do this? This is so annoying.
I'll give this a couple of tries if it doesn't work.
Do I
Doesn't
do
work.
this? Yeah.
Haven't done this in so long. Could work. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is going out of bounds. I know I'm kind of giving Xwing a hint here, but
Yeah, I know what you are trying to do. Already since you mentioned the early reach.
yeah, exactly.
Where is it? There.
So by
Now
going
I'm
out,
invading.
yeah, exactly. I really expect you to get that goal, or the goal in row 1, column 4, collect the squatter.
Yeah, but
Basically, it's easy. Doesn't matter which
the
one you
next
pick.
one probably, if I get another that deep. But column 2 really makes me cry.
Yeah, column 5 makes me cry, which is probably worse. But yeah, column 2 isn't too easy. 20 mailboxes? Gonna take a while.
Yeah, pen chest.
Though I'm not gonna steal that from you, probably.
Hidden tunnels
Least
is
that.
just... Because I also skipped the one in the beginning. The hidden
Hidden
tunnel.
tunnels, yeah. So this is the boss I was talking about, the Screech. Stay up there, no. Yeah, I'm quickly gonna have to find him. Wow, come on. So this is a multi-ball section. So we have 3 extra balls that we can't control. Other than with the flippers. So Yoku, just a normal ball, can be controlled by walking. These can't be controlled. We have to fight this boss up there. That would be my first goal if I get it soon enough, but I don't think so. Probably actually. I can... I can get this goal, and that will open up one goal I can take from column 4. So that'd be really nice if I can get that. That was I guess the first phase. And this right now is the second phase. Getting control over these balls is really tricky. We need that one. Come on. No, not like that. What am I doing?
Hey guys, do we have time for a quick donation?
Yes.
Yes,
So-
we have.
All right, beautiful. We have $7 from Zet, who says, I always enjoy watching this game at Bingothon, despite never having played it myself. Viewers, what do you think? Should I finally play it myself? Let me know
Yes.
in your donation comments.
Definitely play it.
Thank you very much, Zed, for your donation. And Zed also voted to name our bingo mascot on our emotes, and he wants to name it the Bingothon mug, which is in the lead now with $7. So if you have a better name for our mascot, then gotta make sure to get your donations in for that as well. Anyways, back to you guys.
Okay, so I got 2 goals second ago. So actually I only got 1 goal, and they had the other one from before. I just couldn't activate it because of the invasion rules. And so I just defeated the Screech, which is a column 5 goal. And that opened up 1 goal in column 4, so I could check off the goal I already had. Collecting the squad, I got that some time ago already.
I almost finished my entire side. So yeah, the left side was indeed way easier, but I hope I get more column 2 stuff. How do I do this? I believe you have the signs.
Do I? I don't know. I got no clue. I didn't count them.
So you did not read them?
I didn't read them. Never do.
It's fine.
I got 1 for sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of lucky that you got column 2, because it's gonna hold you off for a second. So I can try to get a little bit here.
The things invasion is about.
Yeah, okay. So this is Sash. He's lazy. But I'm gonna know him so long that he's going back to work. Alright. What am I doing actually? I should have... I have the main quest, right?
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
for
I
you.
do. Yeah.
It's a common thing that we forget the main quest to get, and then at some parts of the game you cannot proceed anymore, and you get like shoot out in the ocean, or the chiefs just say, "Huh? What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And then
So didn't forget it in ages actually, but I was kind of afraid for saying it.
for like a month ago or so, I forgot it once.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about those cliffs I have to fall off. Hello, Spina. Oh, actually, just follow jkxwing what I'm doing right now.
Spina. Huh? I don't know. I mean, I guess I know what you're doing, because it's the most reasonable.
Hey guys, mind if I hop in with a quick donation?
Go for it.
Sounds good.
Right on. So to the question earlier from Zet, if he should play Yoku's Island Express, the answer is an emphatic yes, because we got a $100 donation. It says, Zet, you should play Yoku's Island Express. So, Zet, I think you have your answer. Thank you so much for your generosity to the anonymous donator.
Nice.
That's great. Okay, so I'm trying to step with all these counts. You have to count a lot on these bingo boards. Trying to keep up with that in my head.
Yeah, definitely. That should work, I believe.
Come on. How am I messing this shot up? Oh man. Did I roll any boulders? Huh.
I'm thinking of that again. Also, I
Just too many things to
have
count.
some boulders, yeah. Oh, need this as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so stupid.
You
Oh,
forgot
that's
a boulder?
No,
Or a
I
hidden tunnel?
the hideout. I'm blocked from the hideout.
What?
At the
How
top,
this?
but I rolled the boulder at the bottom, but
Oh, you rolled it back.
No, I didn't roll it back, but I went all the way up to the entrance just to realize I can't go into the hideout
Talk
up
to
there.
him. Yeah.
Had to.
Get it.
Such a time loss, time waste. Definitely roll this boulder.
Many do I have?
All a little bit tricky. What are some boulders I might have rolled?
Yeah, definitely count them.
Yeah, I'm counting them, and I'm only at 4 right now.
Thank you. What? What? Missing so many shots here. Come on. Good.
Mm,
Sad that we don't have the bingo thing. Yeah, okay, I don't have to do anything here anymore. That what is it called? Mm, what was the name of the game before the game that I played? Uh, and the Blind Forest, I know, but
Ori and the Blind Forest.
oh yeah, Ori. I searched for Ori. Because in the Ori bingo they had a counter for it. That was really cool. That was helpful for Yoku in so many ways.
Okay, so this is
Did not do that. Oh my god.
did not do what?
I'm down by one chest, I believe, at the moment. Like upcoming. And I could have gotten an easy chest earlier.
I don't remember how many chests I have opened. It's so hard to count all of
Yeah.
these things. I just realized I had the boulder probably like a while ago.
Well,
It's really nice.
it,
I forgot
it
one
doesn't
boulder.
matter. It's
Oh.
fine because I was almost at the goal of the boulders. Like I was doing my last boulder and you were clicking it then and like, okay, I can't stop doing this.
Thing is also that I wasted some time just to get a boulder. That's a bit sad, I guess, but it's fine.
Okay, so this is my 10th chest and I also have 4 main abilities.
I forgot what we count as main abilities. Yeah, I probably have main items, but I can't get the goal anyway. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
What am I doing now? Ah. Oh, I need you. And I have the 8 signs as well.
It's bad.
Yeah. This is pretty hard to come back. It was basically the slug in the tower and
Yeah, I don't want to complain about it though.
yeah. That's how it is, the game. Oh, I'm gonna do some outbound stuff.
Please, I'm so bad. Was weird. It's really giving me the worst slug spawns.
Be fine. No, as if. Wow. Did not know that this is happening.
No, what am I doing? That already? Come on. Jesus Christ.
Of course not.
No, not those runes. I mean, these runes.
And the invasion is complete. But wait.
I'm so bad. Oh my god. I want my warm-up run back. My brain's just
Yeah.
frozen right now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I lost, right? I believe.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Theoretically, yes. If you want
I
to
don't
keep
know what the
playing.
freak I'm doing. Okay, so I guess it's over now. Yeah, column.
Oh,
5.
also I have this one. I believe I did this, right? Yeah, I did.
What the? What is happening? I don't know what's happening right now. It feels so weird. Game. I have to check.
But yeah, if
Having
the
this-
next runners are ready, we could stop now. If they are not ready, we can keep playing. Depending on how they like it.
Yeah, I think my game's lagging actually. That's kind of bad.
A host here?
Hello.
Well, we are here indeed.
Okay.
No, we left you all alone.
Oh yeah, the bingo, it was really decided by like the first goal, the
Yeah.
slug in the tower.
Mostly because left
Because-
side's so much better. And basically we both really wanted the left side. X-Wing got it first. So I could have gotten... in a second I would have gotten 2 more goals on the right. On column 5. Because I would use the blue key to open the blue chest and
Exactly.
another key.
Yeah, you
I
have
already
already
used.
opened the underbelly.
Exactly. And that would have been really good. Oh, also I would have gotten activate all temple storyboards.
Those 3 were really crazy. I thought you went for those earlier, but
I
Yeah.
wanted the dive fish first. I don't know if that was a good choice. And I don't know what I was doing in hell. I think the game was laggy, actually, because I couldn't hit a single shot suddenly. Yeah, I always have lag issues a little bit, but that's not the reason I lost this bingo. Definitely not.
yeah, the tower and the slug in the tower is basically like you have to miss a shot, and we are both too good in this game, so we always get the shot. I can demonstrate it again, probably. Like if you go up here, and you use the pedal. This one, different. Then you get shot in somewhere else, and there are basically 3 ways to shoot it. And either you land up where you want to, going up, or you are bounced in the middle, or you get shot into the slug. And shoot into the slug is kind of hard for us because we know the game too much, and we have to know it more to mess up, I would say.
Yeah. Hard to mess up.
Exactly.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you so much for showing us of the other side of Yoku's Island Express. And yeah, with that,
Short reminder, it's often in sale on Steam, and if you get the game on PC, you have access to the randomizer that is in-game, which is a pretty cool mod that came last year, official to the game, and
Exactly.
it's super fun. And that's what we play normally, Harold and me.
Always cool to see the developers tossing in,
Yeah.
features like that with speedrunning and with randomizers and the like.
yeah,
Very, very,
coming
very
up
cool.
next, we do not have 101, but actually 100 Disney's 102 Dalmatians, puppies to the rescue.
Where'd they get the
by-
extra Dalmatian?
I don't know. That's something you'll have to ask TK and Dark Lizard where they got that from.
Right on.
But anyways, we'll be signing off until then. Taking over for us is who's taking over for us? Golden Devil and SO5Z.
Yep.
And yeah, until then, have a great rest of the marathon.
Yeah. Have a great
Yeah.
night, everybody. Happy Bingothon. Keep those donations coming in, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. What's the most challenging or the most engaging part? Is it routing, execution, or is it anything else?
Most difficult, obviously, right away is doing the routing, because with how we've done it, we've given ourselves about anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes to look over the card and route, and then you would start. And so for those first few minutes, that's the most intense thing is, okay, where am I going to have to go in order to complete a triple bingo? And you try to look through, okay, I would need to complete 20 levels in order to complete this triple bingo here. Or, ooh, here's a different route that only completes 18 levels. And so sometimes it's looking at how many levels you need to complete. Sometimes it's looking at what you need to complete in those levels. Sometimes doing 20 levels is going to be better than 18 because maybe one of those 18 is doing something that's really, really long, specifically doing 10 mini kit goals. And so some of those can get really long. Yeah, there is the aspect of routing to it, but knowing what's in your route and how long it's going to take you to do that is another really difficult thing to actually know when routing.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a bit of setup break now. So Zenith has set up a short little D&D one-shot for us.
Yeah, so this is a thing called Foundry. It's just a virtual tabletop that you can put maps onto and play D&D, Pathfinder, other tabletop games. And I've created 2 characters. Basically, the 2 of you are wandering this forest, and you smell something sweet cooking off in the distance. And you come upon this house that seems to be made of gingerbread. What do you do?
I walk up to the window and take a peek.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a Christmas tree. That can't be a bad house.
And there is someone inside that you can see.
I
They
wave.
are wearing a red garment that has patches of red squares and black squares, and it says Bingothon right on the front of it, and right underneath that it says Fanatic.
Uh-oh, are we stealing from
It's
Floha?
it's immediately sympathetic people. I wave and I scream aloud, "Hello, friend!"
They are getting stuff out of the oven that they're currently next to, and it looks like they are getting cookies out of the oven that some of them are shaped like pandas, some of them are shaped like Floha, some of them are shaped like Pika.
Excellent.
I'm gonna walk up to the door
Okay.
and I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. The door is open, so I mean you can walk right through it. Or it should be open. If it's not, then you can right click on it and open it. There we go. I opened it for you.
I walk through the door.
Yep. And so they're just busily, hastily making these cookies in like a feverish manner. They're not really even paying attention to you. They're completely focused on getting these cookies in and out of the oven. And you can see on the table to the side, there's just this big pile of cookies that if you look through them a little bit, you can see that there are people there that you might recognize. So, like I said, there's someone that's shaped like Pika, someone that's shaped like Panda, someone that's shaped like Floa. Trix is in there. Not Ephraim is in there. Basically, anyone that has been in this Bingothon so far is represented as one of the cookies on the table.
I am literally unable to resist. I walk over to the table and get one of the cookies and
Okay.
take a bite.
Okay. Some kind of horror flows through you, like as if someone off in another area is screaming in pain.
Wow, these are the best cookies I've ever had.
And the fanatic kind
It
of
was a
turns to
panda
you.
cookie, by the way, in case somebody was wondering.
So the fanatic kind of turns to you and says, "Oh, you're looking to snack on your friends, are you?"
They're delicious. How could I resist?
Walk up to the oven and look inside and see what's in there.
So inside the oven, it looks like there are pieces of like clothing, pieces of like, it could be like dismembered people. You're not sure, but they're slowly turning into cookies.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. I have to open up the oven and take them out before we
Okay.
kill people.
So you try to do that, but the fanatic kind of pushes you out of the way and says, "No, those aren't ready yet."
I resist and push the fanatic out of the way and open up the oven and take them out.
Okay. On the screen, if you are on the one that says the chat messages,
Yep.
there should be a roll. You can roll there for a public roll.
What do I need to do? Just hit enter?
So you do /R 1d20. Just like that.
Okay. I rolled a 15, I think.
Okay. Yep, you did. So that was not enough to get a pass the fanatic. He rolled an 18.
I try to sneak, while they two are struggling, I try to sneak past the guy and then push the fanatic into the oven.
Okay. Let's do another roll and see what happens. Oops.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yep. So the fanatic failed, and you're able to push him into the oven.
Yay! More cookies.
Cookies. So the fanatic burns alive in the oven, and so I'm gonna just put him right in there. And yeah, so he is slowly burning alive and slowly turning into a fanatic cookie.
Meanwhile, I take all the other cookies out of the oven before they
Okay.
finish baking.
Okay. So you've rescued some of the people in the oven. Unfortunately, some of them have already been turned into cookies, but otherwise, you are victorious.
Why would you want less cookies?
Is that it?
That was it.
That was it?
That was the one shot.
Who did we save and who did we fail to save? Obviously, I know Floha, Pika, Panda.
Right.
We're already turned into
they're all
cookies.
they're all turned into cookies, and you might be able to find some way to turn them back into their normal selves by studying the way that this oven works. But that's for another campaign. But I think Nordic Sky was able to escape with his life. Dunke was able to escape with his life. You two obviously are able to escape with your lives because you're right there. You're not in the oven. Yeah, so
I mean, I got a panda cookie. I'm satisfied.
but that was it. That was I made it really short because I know that I know that sometimes these happen in between.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, thanks, Senna. And now we have a bingo on host bingo. We've got a
There you
line
go.
finally.
and hello everybody to our short intermission. This is Golden Devil speaking to you from the Bingothon Winter 2022 Central here in Bingo World, and we are getting ready for our next runs. Coming up, we will have 101 Dalmatians.
102.
102. Where did they get the extra?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Oh, that's a shame. But see, tell me again. Why are we doing this? What's the reason behind this?
Yeah, well, we're here raising money for Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center. It's one of the top research centers everywhere in the U.S. There's world-renowned scientists and humanitarians who are working to prevent and diagnose and treat cancer, HIV, and plenty of other diseases. With 3 Nobel laureates among their researchers and alumni researchers, they're really at the front of battle against all these illnesses. So they're doing great work. We're up to $2,400, $2,413 in funds for them. So it's a really great cause. We've got a number of prizes you can win for donating as well, including some VIP badges, Bingothon mugs, a Bingothon hoodie, copy of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and some Team 17 game packs. So there's a lot you can win.
And also, you can influence the next runs that are coming. We still have some open bid wars. We have the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword file name bid war. We have Kolokpos in the lead right now, but you can still change it. Shut Up Fi is very close, and KLK Pause right behind that, but you can also pick a new name. And the upcoming after that is the Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker randomizer. The skin model. Grandma is currently the only one who collected some money with $50, but Minecraft Steve, Sans, and Shaggy are also available. And if you want to change that, just put it in your donation. We'll calculate everything for you, and then we'll see these runners do as you command them. Isn't that great?
It is, and you can also bid to name our mascot, whose picture is on our Twitter account. Plus, you can bid on the starter name or the choice of the starter for the Pokemon Violet run, as well as the trainer name. That's going to be one of our last runs of the marathon. So I think we're going to take a short break, but we'll be back soon with the 102 Dalmatians run. We should be ready to start in a couple minutes, so stay with us, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Right, you said that, see. So stay with us. We'll be right back.